Alright, and here we are once more with Brutal Ultimate Doom. They call me Hauffman, and yeah, I pretty much beat this level. Yes, the second level of the fourth episode to perfect hatred, but it wasn't easy at all. I almost died plenty of times. I mean, look at all this goddamn barrel of hells right here. And there's some more. Well, there are barrel of hells all over the goddamn map. More over here, 3 of them. There's one dead there. This was actually the place of a nasty ambush, mind you. If you don't know about what I'm talking about, you can head to the previous episode and check that out. There was a lot of action around here. Yeah, you can see here, thanks to the Brutal Ultimate Doom mod. Yes, how nasty the battle that was placed around here. Now, why haven't I finished this level yet? Because there's some secrets to go. I actually spent some time trying to find where the secrets are. I found one extra secret. I'm going to show you that, and I found this thing over here, which I don't know what it does. Actually, let me do it like this. What does it do? Oh, I see. Yeah, as I suspected, it actually raised this area here to make it easier to cross around, so you have to jump and stuff like that. Yeah, okay, it's not a secret, but interesting so. And there's the second secret I found was this one here. I was all over the goddamn map trying to I think it wasn't that hard to find this, because I suspected it was around here or something, but I went around pressing E to use, you know, on the original Doom it would be space, I think, Did I hear a door opening? Oh no, that one's closed. No, that wasn't a door. Oh, this one here, okay, got it. So, yeah. Wait. Oh, I see, it's an invisible wall. I see. So yeah, I found the secret here. So if you go through the side, you get to a certain location. If you go through this side here, you go to another location. That was not an invisible wall, it was a door after all. And then we get to this place here, yes, which was teasing us to one of the reasons why I actually went around looking for a secret, because it was actually teasing us with that location, and you just couldn't find really a way to get there. I mean, it's like that's one thing I really like about Doom. It teases you. There's that itching curiosity that drags you around trying to find a way to get to the secret. I didn't try to jump here, but no, I actually came to find the extra secret there. Now, there's one last secret which I have no idea. I sort of found it, yes, due to not a bug, but a weird change the game that probably Zandronum mod or the Brutal Doom mod adds the game, which points out where's the last secret, but I just couldn't find a way to get in there. So yeah, can you see here? There's actually a red line and some thing over here. So I was thinking, is that a, yeah, I can see another line just showed up there. Is that a red key here, which with a red door? And then I think, man, is this an extra exit? And then I cheated. Yeah, I had to check if this was the place for the extra, where we went to the extra level for this episode, and indeed it is. So I actually went to the internet to find out how to open the goddamn door, and I'm going to show you how to do so. It's I would never have guessed it. You have to lower this bridge here, and then that opens. You have to get here in time. And there you go. That's the secret. I definitely would never have guessed that, but well, then I cheated, right? For a good reason, come on. And that's impressive how cheaters always find a way to excuse themselves, right? But anyway, the harm is done. Let's just go on with it. The next, well, this extra level for this episode, the fear. There we go. And oh goddamn, a lot of barrels all over the goddamn place. Let's try not to explode myself a little bit over there. They are coming. A lot of them. Jesus Christ, I'm trying to get some cover here. Reload, please, before I get blown. Where the heck did you come from? Damn it, so many. Can you see how nasty this is? Guys all over the goddamn place. Can I get some, like, there's some guy around? There's a fireball coming to me. Can I have some time to breathe now? Thank you. No, more pinkies coming. Where are they coming from? Get rid of that guy and that guy too. Jesus. Yeah, I'm definitely having a hard time over here. What's going on here? They're fighting each other there. And he killed the guy. There's a barrel of hell there too. What else? God, freaking shotgun. He can... Oh, Jesus Christ. Can I actually get them to kill each other? He just blew him a new one or something. Okay, so what is that? There's another guy with just too many guys here. Let me just get this, get rid of some of these guys and a plasma rifle, or plasma ball just passed by me. And there's a guy on fire there. Goddamn, this is the way to actually play Doom, you know. Mayhem all over the goddamn place, and I can't even concentrate on anything else, you know. It's all bullets and fire all over the goddamn place. Kill that guy for me, will you? Or shoot the Baron of Hell. Can you do that for me? God damn it. Can you let me see if we can get them to fight each other. I think I'm just end up getting myself killed while trying to do so, but that's okay, let's kill him. Who the hell's still freaking shooting me? Son of a gun. And there's another one on the other side. Let's try and blow them up or something. God damn it, give me a freaking break. Yeah, shoot the... Did you see that? What? What the fuck was that? I never saw that before. Did he just throw that guy's body at me and kill me that way? Unbelievable. I didn't know that was possible. Let's try this again. Man, that's all brutal ultimate doom for you. Yes, all this extra man, so many guys around. All these extra animations and whatnot. It's all the work of brutal ultimate doom for you. I need another weapon. This one. There we go. Come on. Not a bullet for it. Let's start using some powerful weapons here because it seems to be necessary. Because look at this mayhem. Jesus Christ. Do I have a grenade? No, I don't have a grenade. Do I? No, I don't have grenades. Stop shooting me, son of a gun. I'm tired of you. Okay, can I have a time to breathe here? Not really. More guys around. Anyone else here? No, but there are those guys in there. Jeez. I don't know if I will ever be able to comment on anything or talk about anything ever again because these levels, I know it was supposed to be harder, but god damn, it's much harder than I thought it was going to get. God damn it. Okay, finally we have a space to breathe a bit, but not for very long, I suspect. There's someone bad there. But man, that Baron of Hell throwing that body, that was something from another world, I gotta say. Let's give those guys a rocket. Can I... What is that? Yeah, eat each other, will you? Where the hell did you come from? There we go. Who's still hitting me? Who isn't hitting me? Jesus Christ, guys. All over the goddamn place. Come on, get closer. It quite work. Yeah, you can see that I have to pay attention to what's happening around me. Can I go for that? Okay, I'm out of bullets. Okay, let's get. I cannot focus on combat all the goddamn time. I need to get to the topic at some point. Even though this guy just don't give me a freaking break. Let's. Damn you! Snipe that guy out. It's really pissing the shit out of me. Right. The topic we had at hand was sound, but as you can see here, and as it was in the previous episode, yes, I just couldn't talk about it at all. It's just too many things happening all over the goddamn. What the hell is that? Too many things happening at the screen, and my CPU, my brain just gets too busy with the action in order to survive, you know. And I just can't do anything else but to play the game. But I want to discuss about it, yes, talk about it. So what I'm going to do, can I go through here because that guy went through it? Well, apparently not. So yeah, let me try and get my bearings here and go on with the conversation. I have to open this for the, what does that do? Can I lower that? Because I think I heard something lowering. Oh, can get through here. I want to get the extra armor right now. You know what? I'm going to wait until I'm more damaged now to pick that up. So sound. The whole idea is that sound is actually what does that do? It lowers that. Okay. Sound is actually vital for any game, or to pass the whole experience that a game is supposedly trying to pass. Yeah, it completes and complements actually the graphics. So if you want to actually immerse the player in the world you're creating, you need to have sound on it. Yes, otherwise it will not It's very unlikely that it's going to pass the whole meaning that you're trying to pass. Yes, it's a powerful tool. I'm telling all of that because some developers really forget about it and do a poor job regarding it. Yes, regarding sound design, and I think it shouldn't be the case. Yes, they should definitely, certainly focus on it as much as they focus on any other aspect of the game, like graphics. So, for a fact, I would even say that you don't need a high-resolution graphic on your game, but you certainly need well-designed and made, well, a very good sound design in order to make your game be successful or be interesting, be perhaps even charming. I don't know how to call it exactly. Can I blow up that? Yeah, that bit, I suppose. So that's all. That's what I wanted to bring with this whole sound conversation. It hasn't been working as I wanted to, as I was wishing to, but that's the idea behind it. Yes, that's what I have to say about sound. It's not only say why it should, why it should be like that, but explain you why I think that's the case. Yes, and with Doom. What sound did, I told you that, but I'm going to say again, what sound did to Doom is actually turn it a horror game, really. Now, as you hear all the sound of these demons and things of the sort, it actually sometimes even gets you scared. I mean, hardly. Some people get scared because there are far more frightening games around, and people are probably less sensible to the horror that this game brings due to all the other games they have played in the past. But it makes you a little tenser, yes, to hear all these monsters and things like that. Yeah, eat the pinky. Okay, sorry, the ink. There you go. Someone shooting me. I don't know who is it. Behind me. Yeah, goddamn, there's a lot of guys in here. Shut up. Yeah, that kick was actually out of took too long to happen, you know. That was not when I pressed the button. So yeah, that's the whole thing about sound and why it's important. Yes, to actually give an extra layer of well, allow you to actually immerse the player in the world. Yes, make the world a little more believable. Yes, and without a proper sound design, that's much harder to achieve. Definitely cannot do that only with graphics. Yes, so better pay attention to that if you want to make a proper game. There are a lot of guys in here, right? So let me think. Anything else I would like to add about sound? I don't know if you have any other. Where are the grenades for this goddamn game? I know who dropped those grenades are actually those guys with the shotguns, but none of them have dropped any grenades around. And sound-wise, I think that's it. I explained you why sound is important, what it does to Doom. Yes, I heard someone with a shotgun, probably down here. Yeah, there you are. But again, a game based only on sound can be very interesting, but it needs the very basic of graphics, yes, and it can only help you so much, yes, if you don't work it together with if you don't do a good mixture of sound designing and the graphic design, as we can call it just won't have a minimum. Let me see if I can find a health pack. It won't have the minimum of a decent game, let's say. So you have to pay attention to all of that. Yeah, some guys in here, isn't there? Yes. Probably have pack here too. Have I killed everybody? No, there's some guys in there too. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about sound. If you have more thoughts on it, more things you would like to add about it, just leave a comment on the section below, right? And we will I will come back to the topic and say a little bit of some extra things about it. I mean, if I don't end up realizing something while playing the game, I will then have this conversation about the sound finally over. Yes, and god damn it, was because I'm really struggling here to actually play the game and talk about the topics I have, but I'm going to continue trying and going on. So as I'm finished with the, can I open this? Yes, I can. As I'm finished with sounds, is that only to lower this? Really? I think we can talk a little bit about one thing I've been willing to talk about, which is how this game does not get you by the hand and lead you around. Thing that many games nowadays do, right? They actually spoil the player, I suppose, and even perhaps make the players a little bit too dumb. What the hell am I looking for? I didn't get any keys here, even though isn't that a key right over outside here? Yeah, right there. How do you get to that? It's very simple apparently. You just have to do this and there we go. So yeah, Doom is kind of this game where you just don't have a way to do things. You know, you can find your own way. You actually have to backtrack. You have to realize where are the keys, where are the. You have to actually find out where you have to go in the map. You are not. There are no arrows, no way to find out. Well, the developers don't really bother about where the hell did you come from, freaking nasty creature. They don't bother about showing you where is the place that you have to go. Yes, you have to find out, use your brain to figure those kind of things. Yes. Get out of my face. Oh, you are right behind me. And I think that's actually how games should be. Actually, a mixture of that. You shouldn't leave the player all to himself. Yes, perhaps in hard difficulties you could do that, but you have to actually make the player think. Yes, I think that's interesting when the game actually help the player become a better person. Let's say it's not really the way to say it, but let's say help the player improve his abilities. Let's say not the ability to move the character, but the ability to use his brain properly. I think that a game that does that is not only a mean of having fun; it's actually something useful. Yes, that he can use on his real life, on his day-by-day tasks and stuff like that. And when the game does not get you by hand and force you to think, I think that's what it does. It becomes something else, yes, other than just a game. It actually makes you, let's say, improve your abilities without you noticing that. Yes. And that's actually something very powerful, I suppose, that games can do and should do. So, what does that actually really mean to... These are two secrets. As far as I remember this map, but the secrets for this map are actually kind of hard to find. I think that it was one of these walls here, or something. I don't really want to bother trying to find them, because I know they are nasty to find, and kind of even hard to find. You have to know, I should be using this. So yeah, while Doom is a good example of a game that does not get you by hand, there are other... Let me just fix this headset here. While Doom is not a perfect example of a game that does not get you by hand, or the most obvious example, yes, of that, I think that a good example of a game a good example of a game that do take you by the hand, yes, and kind of spoil you, would be, I remember this secret here. I don't know where the last secret, but it's not that important as far as I remember. Oh, I have to get the armor, I forgot about that. I think that a good example of a game that actually spoils you much, get you by the hand, would be Call of Duty. Yes. Now, I'm not going to go into details to say if it's a good game or not, and anything of the sort. But what I can say, I think, almost safely, perhaps you can have another point of view to say that I'm actually wrong with what I'm saying, but Call of Duty actually really limited you to what you can do. It actually certainly points you, kind of make you, how do they call it? Well, anyway, it's just close off the path that you should be going towards. And actually, if you even try to go a path that you're not supposed to go, it actually sometimes even kill you, or you know, use some questionable mechanics to actually keep you on the path. Have I forgot anything? There's one secret, everybody's dead, but I'm not going to bother about the last secret. And not going to get to the next level, because unfortunately our time has come to its end once more. So thank you for your time. I hope you come by the next episode, so perhaps we can go over other topics, or come back to some of the topics we were talking about. Or maybe we just want to go back to see what happens next. Some funny things happen in this episode, like the Baron of Hell throwing a guy at me and killing me that way. I never expected that. That's Brutal Doom mod for you. Let's give those guys, let's praise those guys for the work they did with Doom, and let's not forget about Zandronum mod as well. So, as always, thank you for your time. Hope you come by the next episode. See you by then.